university has said that this is not a free speech issue. Do you view it that way?
I think there's a nuance here. I think, I expressed an opinion through a link that I had on my Instagram. The hate and the vitriol that was unleashed towards me after, I think, was part of the reason that the university caved in. And so when it comes to being a free speech issue, sure, maybe my valedictory speech is a privilege, and it's a privilege I do not take lightly, and other students and evidently people around the world do not take lightly. But at the end of the day, my views, the views that I have expressed and the views that USC has instilled within me as well, were stifled and were subject to hate.
You want the university to protect you, but I wonder about your Jewish classmates. Some of them have said that your selection to speak at their graduation has turned that event into an unwelcome and intolerant environment for Jewish students. What do you say to them?
I believe that every Jewish student at commencement deserves to be represented just as every other student at commencement. The position of having a valedictorian honor is supposed to be a unifying honor. And I believe that my commitment to human rights and my commitment to equal treatment should not be signified as, or not be manipulated into an expression of disunity. I think what I say to my Jewish classmates is that your feelings are heard, and I think that you're entitled to your own positions on an ideological or on the basis of academic discourse. But when it comes to human rights and when it comes to the unequivocal and unconditional right to life, then I think that all USC students, because I have faith in my university that instilled these values in us, I believe that all USC students believe in that.
Over the past few days, the discussion around this speaker had brought some alarming red flags, and they say that they've seen what's happened at other college campuses.
The response from the university obviously sends a lot of bad messages. One is it doesn't have the backbone to stand by the same values it tries to teach to its own students, and that's the values of being principled, being brave, being courageous, instead of celebrating such a highly accomplished young student, young female. Instead of doing that, penalizing her, marginalizing her is bad. But also it's a threat to free speech. In this case, the university is saying, well, we talk about free speech, but we're not going to necessarily support and protect free speech, because she is being penalized for using free speech to stand for human rights for all people, including Palestinians. In a way, by caving into that pressure, they're fueling Islamophobia, because they're rewarding such acts. They're making it okay. They're sending a message to other universities that the next time you get another attack, that is how you respond to it, because USC is not a small player in academia. So when they set the tone that Muslim students, minorities, students who are of immigrant backgrounds don't have the same, they're not owed and they're not entitled to the same protection and rights as other students.
Tension often festering on college campuses. CARE's Los Angeles branch was condemned as not
We're that divided, we're that polarized, we have that hard of a time coming to any kind of middle ground on any issue. I think a lot of this issue comes from people believing that only their side has a righteous cause, only their side has anything to offer as a victim in any way.